If the Rockies are the gift that keep on giving, then who the hell are we to turn down such a generous offer tonight? Hey, welcome to the perfect lineup. We should call it the imperfect lineup after, of all people, Tarek Skubal finds a way to screw us last week. But hey, it's a new week. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. And as always, whether this lineup that Josh and I are trying to build and take down a tournament where I give two pitchers, he gives the stack and rounds it out with the final touches in the single lineup sim, whether it does well or not, you still have a shot at winning a free week of the MLB Sims each and every day, 5 days a week. All you got to do, comment down below. Let us know who you think will be the highest scoring stack tonight. And if you happen to be right, if you're the only one, there will be no wheel spin. You've got it. Otherwise, still a very good chance as long as you get it right. Of course, if you find this video helpful, entertaining one way or another, if you like it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. It is free to do so and helps us quite a bit. Let's get into this one. Kicking it off with pitching today, as we always do. I'll tell you what, it's shocking to me that Yoshinobu Yamamoto is not the highest owned pitcher on the slate right now. Maybe that changes, but currently our tools have him behind Garrett Crochet. Now, of course, Crochet is a fantastic pitcher, but he's got a more difficult matchup, and he's $1,600 more expensive than Yamamoto. Nathan Eovaldi, a tough strikeout matchup, also more expensive. Yamamoto, meanwhile, gets the Angels, who have the league's highest K rate on their active roster against righties. And while understandably, this park isn't exactly, going to facilitate the pitchers at all times, Yamamoto has been dominant on the road this year. And overall, he has a near 29% K rate, 2.69 xERA, and a 3.01 xFIP. Excellent all around. Now, of course, if we're talking about him on this video, it only makes sense that things wouldn't go well. But the truth is, it's a good spot. And while righties have fared better against Yamamoto than lefties this year, and the Angels have no shortage of righties in their lineup, we're still talking about a sub 300 WOBA, a 2.4 x WOBA, 240 x ISO, and a 28% K rate across almost 250 batters faced, or righties faced, for Yamamoto. So yeah, let's hope and pray to the baseball gods that this one ends better than it did for Skubal in this same matchup on Friday. But at least we aren't paying an exorbitant price for him. Sub 10K on Yamamoto in this spot. It's hard to pass up.
So I went back to check and see what happened on Friday, and we don't even need to do a wheel spin. The only person that took the Philadelphia Phillies on Friday and got the top stack correct, Ryan Stubbs, congratulations. You just won yourself an MLB weekly Sims package. All you got to do is email support@stokastic.com. Take a screenshot of this screen right now. Let them know you won. You're going to get that free week.
As the saying goes, you got to do what you got to do. Okay? And sometimes that means playing bad pitchers against even worse baseball teams. Yes, I'm talking about Miles Mikolas in a home matchup against the Rockies. I'm not asking you to feel good about this. You know what? I'm not even asking you to forgive me for mentioning Miles Mikolas in a perfect lineup, especially coming off a week where our 11K plus pitcher did us dirty. Zach Gallen was great against, our SP2 was great, and he's been terrible all year. He was great, but it was Scuba. You know who Gallen faced? Shocker, the Rockies, right? It's just tried and true. Does it mean it's going to work every time? No, obviously not. But as we've seen, even top tier pitchers falter from time to time. We're not playing Bailey tonight, but you get my point. Look, there are alternatives in the mid-tier, and some of them actually look pretty good. If you refuse to roll the dice on Mikolas, wouldn't fully blame you. Will Warren, going to have significant ownership. He'll be the most popular mid-range guy going up against Minnesota. There's no denying this is the best spot on paper. Zebby Matthews, difficult spot against the Yankees, but a guy with a near 30% K rate. This is a strong enough tournament play. Ryan Nelson's been very good lately, and this Rangers team isn't scary. So you clearly have a decent amount of options. None of them are going to stand out to you, but they look okay. Look, Jose Quintana, not great strikeout stuff, but you got a lefty going up against the Pirates team that's been god-awful against southpaws all year long. But Mikolas is dirt cheap, and there's just simply been no better path all season long to pitching success than facing the Colorado Rockies. And believe it or not, even with Mikolas on the mound in St. Louis at Busch Stadium, this team has the fourth lowest team total, the Rockies, of any team on this slate.
I was pretty pumped to get ready and start this video off because we're carrying over a pretty good performance from Friday, at least on my end. The Twins ended up being pretty darn good. Third highest scoring stack of the entire day, I believe. I'll take what I can get. But today we're back and we're going a different direction, I think, than I've ever gone so far in this video. I'm going to the New York Yankees. Now, first and foremost, that makes me sick to my stomach. They are my least favorite team, maybe in all of sports. RIP Dad, big fan. Hate them. Hate them. Have hated them my entire life. But I like them here today. If we look at the top stacks tool, this will tell a much better story, but you're going to be confused. They are 4th in top stack. That's a really nice number. They are 14th in top value. Now, that's not surprising. They've got a ton of high-level bats. They're rarely going to be a great value. Not worried about that. Laffy helped us out on the pitching side. They're 8th in stack score. Now, to me, that's not so bad because of how high their regular top stack odds are. Their value's bringing them down a bit. The problem is they are currently the highest owned team on today's slate, but it's not that high. And the relative ownership is what I'm looking for here. Now they're taking on Zebby Matthews. Matthews has been solid enough so far this year. He's thrown like 750 pitches, 178 x ISO against lefties. But if you add in last year, he was terrible, absolutely dreadful. 223 x ISO to lefties, 194 to righties. And we have a ton of options to roster today. And most of them are in fact lefties, because you've got Judge in as a righty. I don't have to explain that one. You've got Volpe in at short, 3,900, and that could be all of the just true righties for today. Lefties, though, Grisham, Rice, Bellinger, Chisholm, McMahon, Wells. We can get even more. We're loaded with lefties, and that's the angle that we want to try to take against Zebby. The Yankees are 9th in WRC plus against righties. I'll take it. They're 5th at home. I will absolutely take it. And this park is the reason I want them across the board. This is the 4th best home run park factor in baseball in 2025. They are 11th in righty power. They are 6th in lefty power. So we're playing up homers across the board. Matthews has had trouble with them in the past, and this is a team that's loaded with home run hitters. And now we head to the single lineup simulator at Stokastic.com to find out how good of a lineup can we build with Yamamoto and Michaelis from Laffy. I needed that $6,300 SP2. That's helpful to go to the Yankees because we've got Austin Wells in at catcher. We've got Ben Rice in at first. We went Jazz Chisholm at second, Ryan McMahon at third, and we'll take Aaron Judge in the outfielder. Now, you could easily move that around, but that leaves us 3,800 to fill out shortstop and the 2 outfielders. And we're going to do that by clicking complete this lineup. Now, they're all 3 individual one-offs. We get Jock Peterson in the outfield, we get Mangum in the outfield, and we pay up for the goods for Bobby Witt at short. Leaves us no salary, but we got to evaluate the lineup, and we'll click Run Lineup Simulation to do so. And I'll take it. 36% sim ROI, 0.2% chance to win, 1.8% chance of a top 10% lineup, and a 30% cash rate. But we could easily move some of this stuff around, open up some infield spots if we wanted to go that direction, because we got a ton of outfield bats available from the Yankees. And hell, we could even pay down a little bit more than Yamamoto, free up some more salary, and really nuke this offense. But either way, unfortunately for us, the Yankees are going to be a perfect lineup.